The Snake and the Sweet ***. In the glimmering outskirts of New Harare, a city pulsing with wealth, nightclubs, and whispered secrets, lived a young woman named Liana Bebb. She was, in her own words, a soft life ambassador. She dreamed not of cubicles or deadlines, but of satin sheets, luxury brunches, and a rich husband whose bank alerts would sound like lullabies. Raised under the iron hand of Pastor Tawanda Bebb, the man of God who saw demons in mascara and sin in short skirts, Liana was locked away from the world like a sacred scroll. Her father had chosen her university, her curfews, even her study snacks. She went to college the way toddlers go to preschool, under supervision, packed lunch included. But Liana had a plan. A degree was her ticket out, and after 4 years of praying for job rejections and deliberately flunking interviews by sitting in bathroom stalls during appointments, her father finally allowed her to job hunt outside the city. She bolted to New Harare, supposedly to chase employment, but in truth, she was chasing something else entirely: rich men. Deep pockets. Sugar daddies with matching wristwatches and commitment issues. Soon, the job hunt was replaced with a different kind of hunt. She traded in her CV for curve-hugging dresses and late-night DMs. Her weekends were a carousel of champagne, club lights, and transactional romance. No strings, just swipes, and bank transfers. One chilly Wednesday morning, Liana's Instagram buzzed with a message from a stranger. "Send me your account number. Let me buy the world's most beautiful girl some coffee." A bit bold, but when our 10,000 landed in her account minutes later, she figured, damn. This must be Starbucks in heaven. She stalked his profile. Third post in and it was clear, this man was money. His name was Mr. K. That's what he went by online. He was tall, dark, and dressed like a villain in a telenovela. Watches with too many diamonds. Cars with names you whisper. Their digital flirtation became frequent. Calls. Video chats. Late-night sweet nothings that left her giggling like a schoolgirl. Within 4 months, he'd sent over our 100,000, enough to make her swear off other men. He wasn't even that old. In fact, he was disturbingly perfect. Then came the vacation proposal. "Pick any destination," he said. "Cape Town," she replied, her dream escape. He wired our 30,000 for bookings. Another our 20,000 for shopping. "Pack light," he said. "I'll take care of everything else." When Liana met him at the airport, her heart tap danced. Mr. K was even more handsome in person, but oddly quiet, like someone who always knew more than he let on. No biggie though. Liana could talk enough for two. Cape Town welcomed them with ocean winds and postcard skies. They checked into a luxurious suite with a view that looked stolen from a millionaire's daydream. Things seemed perfect, until they weren't. At the hotel, Mr. K skipped the anticipated romantic initiation and jumped on his laptop like he was solving a war. Then came a series of strange behaviors, locking himself in the bathroom, coming out fully dressed, and suddenly needing to rush out for a mysterious business emergency. Suspicious, but Liana reminded herself, he's rich. Rich people are weird. Later that night, a knock on the door, room service. A fruit platter, 2 bottles of champagne, and a bouquet. Mr. K had sent them with a message. "Forgive me. It won't happen again." Liana, feeling pampered and pacified, poured herself a drink. One glass turned into several. Warm, tipsy, and a little giggly, she slid under the silky hotel sheets. Then came the cold. An unnatural breeze swept through the room. Her limbs were heavy. She tried pulling the blankets up, but her arms flopped like wet towels. The digital clock read 00:28. Something was wrong. Her eyes darted to the side of the bed. There it was, ***, his suitcase. ***, but it had been in the wardrobe earlier. Before her mind could piece things together, something slithered from the suitcase. Long. Scaled. Hissing. A snake. Liana's breath caught. Her body froze, paralyzed with fear. Her eyes, wide and glassy, could only watch as the creature moved, slow, sinister, toward her. It crawled over her legs and coiled itself, hissing in a sound that felt like a cursed whisper. Then came the pain. A pressure, unbearable, violating. Her private parts felt like they were being stretched, something forcing its way in. Her mind screamed, but her body would not respond. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She remembered the lies she'd told, the games she played, the desperate hunger for a luxury life. Now, she was paying in flesh. The snake stared into her eyes. It did not thrust or move. It simply existed on top of her like a spiritual parasite, feeding on her soul. When she finally broke free, she bolted to the door, naked, trembling, hysterical. Before she could open it, Mr. K appeared, cool and collected. "What's wrong?" he asked. She stared at him like he was a demon in Gucci. But she played along. "I had a nightmare," she whispered. He played innocent. "Come back to bed." That night, he didn't touch her. Just snored like a buffalo while she sat awake, knees clutched to her chest, praying to a god she wasn't sure was still listening. The next morning, Liana faked an emergency. "My father's in the hospital," she lied. She changed her flight, ran from that hotel like it was on fire, and went straight back to her apartment in New Harare. But peace did not follow her home. The smell came first. A stench from her private parts. Rotten. Animalistic. Foul beyond comprehension. Showers couldn't wash it away. Scented soaps made it worse. Warm water? It burned her like holy fire. Cold water was the only relief, and even that was temporary. The doctors found nothing. She went back home, defeated and ashamed. Her father didn't yell. He didn't scold. He just looked at her. The kind of look that said, "You've broken something I can't fix." Mr. K? Gone. Blocked her on everything. Vanished like smoke. Now Liana sits at home, silent. No longer daddy's princess. No longer the baddie in club booths. Just a girl with a haunted womb, a rotting soul, and a demonic stench that no soap can kill. She wanted soft life. But she got something far more permanent. Like and subscribe for more.